Hello, I'm Mark Henry. You might know me from, well, from right here at Bitten by Books and several hilarious videos that I've created. I'm the author of such books as Happy Hour of the Damned, featuring my zombie socialite character. Very funny. And as Daniel Mark's Velveteen, about another dead girl. All dead. They're all dead. In 2009, Bitten by Books honored me with the Cup of Hilarity, calling me the world's funniest paranormal author. But I've been living with a secret. I've been diagnosed with what's called invisible midlist syndrome. The symptoms are few to no sales, a handful of reviews, a smattering, really just a few reviews, not enough for anyone to notice. No, certainly not booksellers. And the beleaguered sympathy of my peers.
Now there's something you can do to help this man, and others, but mostly this man, and all for less than the price of your daily venti iced coffee. Buy Beach Blanket Bloodbath today for the low price of $2.99 and see an author smile again. Smile. No, go ahead, smile. Smile now. Beach Blanket Bloodbath is available on Kindle, Nook, and Kobo.
Or don't. I've always wanted to pursue a career in the food services industry. Mopping. Mopping is probably in my future. So this is supposed to be an interview, and in true interview style, I've solicited questions from my street team, which I have right here, and we're going to read some and then answer some questions. Wheeze me. Wheeze me. You know what, the last time I was at Bitten by Books was probably 2 years ago. Could it be 2 years? Could it be that long? I'm here again because I finally have something to hawk. I finally have some snake oil for you. If I had snake oil, believe I'd be selling that. So this is going to be an interview because I have no idea what to say for like more than 5 minutes at a stretch. Or for a minute. You'll see that this is cobbled together by elves in a basement. Anonymous asks, what the fuck? You've got a new book? Thank you, Anonymous. Yes, I do. The new book is called Beach Blanket Bloodbath, and it's a return to my favorite character that I've ever written, Amanda Farrell. This is book 4, but if you've never read any of the books in the series before, this is a great starting point. Number 1, because it's $2.99, and it's not all that long, plus it's funny as fuck. It's funny. And that's it. Got really sinister, like, gay male strippers who teabag people to death. It's got were-sharks with 2 penises. It's got disaster-themed beauty pageants. It's got zombies doing horrible things to themselves and other people. It's so much stuff. It's absolutely hilarious. Danielle asks, if you were forced to stop publishing, I'm thinking maybe beheaded, something like that, for whatever reason, would you still write as a hobby? Or now that you have been published, is it something you will always strive to do? I'm giving myself a year, frankly. At the end of December of this year, I'm going to sort of reassess how things are going with the self-publishing and with the traditional publishing and with the small press e-publishing that I'm doing. And if it's not looking like it's going to be successful, then I'm probably not going to continue for very much longer following that. Writing has never been one of those things that I absolutely had to do. It was one of those things that I was able to do because I had the voice and the ability to come up with really very, very strange things that other people just weren't coming up with. And so, yeah, that's it. That's the truth. I probably... a lot of people don't like to hear stuff like that because I think you want to hear that it's this creative outlet that you would do even if you weren't getting paid for it. But I don't think that's the case because there's a lot of things that I love doing, probably just as much, if not more than writing, and one of them is cooking. And I've always said that I wanted to open a restaurant, and I would do it in a fucking minute, a hot fucking minute. So, yeah. Here's one. Do you have characters in the back of your mind just waiting to have their stories to be told? Or do they just pop into your head? They just pop into my head. Actually, no, it's both. It's both. There are some characters that I would really like to insert into stories, and there are other characters that feel like they want to live their own lives, and I don't have time for any of them, really. not for any of them. But I'm not one of those writers that have voices that talk to me or tell me what to write. Everything comes from me and sort of funneled through me. I think that's why it always sounds like me. Even the erotica, which is definitely not like the Amanda stuff, it still sounds like me. There's that edge to it that's very there's that edge that's very snarky. The tone is always very dark and grim, even though there's a humor to it. And the sex is always very, very dirty. So look forward to that in Balustrade next month. And right now, if you haven't read Beach Blanket Bloodbath, there's some pretty hot wereshark sex in it, obviously. Anonymous asks, what are you working on now? I am working on an erotic thriller with paranormal elements, kind of like a 70s throwback, like Ira Levin, Rosemary's Baby kind of thing, that comes out on May 5th. So very soon. It's called Balustrade. Here's the cover. It's fucking sexy, right? And so that's gonna be super fun. I hope people read that. The next Amanda book is gonna be out in August, and that one's called A Night to Dismember. You can see the cover here too. There's covers. There they are. I think that's all we have time for. I want to be talking to you guys all day, though. I've left some questions in the thread of this. Look them up. Let's start a conversation and talk about it all day while you guys jump on over to Amazon or Kobo or Barnes & Noble. Pick up Beach Blanket Bloodbath because you like me, whether you read it or not. Give it as a gift. Do something. $2.99. It's awesome. Anonymous was me. Obviously. Who am I fooling, right?